There we go.
Hey, welcome to Tone Wars Sunday night. I'm Carrie, that's Jared.
Sorry about the thumbnail. I had to change it. She's like showing me and I'm like, oh.
I was like, what are we talking about again? And like, wait, didn't you do your album update last?
Yeah, I'm like, uh-oh, I forgot to change the thumbnail. Oopsie.
Oh, that's okay.
Problems.
We forgive you.
Yeah, I hope so.
It's a rainy day here in Michigan.
Yes, it is.
Yep, it's already a lovely week. It was in the 70s.
Yep.
And then today it's down in the 60s and rainy, but we needed it. The grass is all dead.
Yep, everybody's yards are brown, so it's about time we got some rain. So I'm good with it. I don't care.
It was a fine day for it.
We're just down here. So
why not have it on Sunday?
Yeah, exactly. Why not have it on a day we're down here anyway? So
it's right.
Fine with me.
Not missing the good stuff.
No, and yeah, so I have a little surprise for you tonight. So tonight we don't have to. We're going to hear the Diezel Herbert again, but not with the cabs. We're going to hear it with the ToneX. So it's going to be
I got really nervous there for a second. I'm like, oh, what did I just walk into?
We're going to hear the quiet Herbert tonight.
I like the quiet Herbert.
Me too. Yeah. So we'll just listen to it through the studio monitors, and it'll be a lot quieter than it was last week.
Good.
Yep. So there you go.
He learned how to read the room.
Yeah, exactly. Well, the thing is, that's nice too, is not only are we going to hear it, but we're going to hear it through both cabs without having both cabs on. You know, because that one that's right behind you just blows your head off. So. Yeah, so now we can just have both cabs on without having both cabs on. So,
and if you like them, they too can be yours.
Yeah, for the price of $25 and a free set of steak knives.
On ToneWars.com.
Yeah. No, they came out really good. I'm happy with them. I spent all day doing them the other day, and I was really excited to get it done. And while I was down here, I was like, you know what? I should do dual cabs, because usually when I run the Herbie, I run both cabs because it just sounds so good with both of them. Because Diezel makes cabs with the G12 K100s and the vintage 30s. And I'm like, well, now you can have the best of both worlds. You can have both cabs on. And it just, I think it sounds ridiculous through both of them blended together.
Yeah.
You know, and I blended the volume of the mics so that it was like, I'm getting best of both cabs. And it just sounds so huge, you know.
Right. Chris Nash says, same here with the Brown Yard in Eastern Panhandle, West Virginia near DC. Yeah, getting that rain either later tonight or tomorrow. I haven't needed to cut my grass the last 2 weekends.
I know.
That's been the only nice thing about it, not having to cut the grass.
Now you got to bring it back to life.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. And I saw something else. Christopher says it's hot and sunny here, which is good. Lots of yard work done today. Oh, good for you.
Good for you, man.
I got myself a smoker this past week. I did salmon the first night, and it turned out great. So good. And I got my confidence up a little bit, and I tried on Friday, I tried to cook 2 pork butts. And I worked myself into a panic attack. I had so many snafus with my stupid smoker.
You did. You called me. You woke me up in the morning. He's like, call me right now. And I'm like, just getting out of bed. And I'm like, oh, what happened? I called her and she's telling me what. I'll just let you tell them.
Yeah, I just did some things wrong. I started cooking the pork butt in one of those disposable tin pans.
Yeah.
And it was getting up to temperature so fast. And he's like, it should take you several hours for it to get to the first step temperature. It was getting there right away. And so I didn't realize you were supposed to put the meat right on the grate. I thought, oh, less mess. I'll just put it in the pan. And yeah, I did that. And then the hopper ran out of pellets. And so I'm checking the thermometer on my phone, and all of a sudden it was supposed to be at 250, and it was 137 and dropping, and I'm like, what's going on?
She ran out of pellets. Yeah, well, the learning curve when you first get one can be a bit annoying, but
I thought I had it too with the salmon. No problem, smooth sailing. But that's my stupid pork. One of the pork butts turned out good. The other one was trash.
Yeah,
just dry hunk of.
Yeah. It happens. I mean, it takes a while. Yeah, there's some classes here. We should go take a class.
I want to.
I want to
Where
as well.
Are they?
Well, at that store we went to, that guy teaches.
Oh, we'll have to find out. Yeah, I
Yep.
guess it didn't connect with my brain.
Yep, that guy teaches, man. You got to find a guy that's got a big old belly on him that knows. You know, it's like, yeah, you know how to cook, don't you? All right. Let me see your gut before we proceed with the class.
Let's see. Well, let me go back to the top and we'll say hi. So Studio 5 is here. Happy Sunday.
What's up, man?
He says, I'm really enjoying the video you made on the 5 amps you'll never part with.
Oh, thank you. You know what's funny? I appreciate that very much. Is I came down here and I'm like, I want to do a 20-minute video. Just quick, I'm going to go through the amps, bang, bang, boom, you know, and...
You don't do anything quick.
I know. And then I ended up editing it. And I'm like, dude, this is 41 minutes. Like, what the hell? No one's going to watch this. I'm like, oh, man. So I was like, well, all right, I'll just put it up. I did the work. And then people are watching it. And I'm like, okay. I'm glad people are
Y'all
watching
are lying to him about the short videos.
So thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Gary Davlin is here. Hi, Gary.
What's happening, Gary?
Ben Burnett. He says, I wonder if Diezel is ever going to pay Line 6 the royalties they owe them for the amp design they stole.
Yeah, right. What's going on, Ben?
Flux. Go, Carrie and Jarrod. Excited to hear more of your TONEX Herbert captures. Capturing is so fun. I'm finishing the last few QC captures of my Angle Invader 2 right now.
Oh, cool, man. Good to see you.
He said, once you get the hang of the particular device's capture method, you're off and running. Actually, quality capture is coming your way.
Oh, cool, man. There's someone else that sent me some captures I'm supposed to check out, and I've just been so busy, but I will. I will.
Johnny Ramiro is here. Hi.
What's up, Johnny?
And Dean Harkness.
What's up, Dean? Dean has a new Diezel VH2. And he sent me a video. I showed it to Carrie earlier.
He played it for me earlier.
Yeah, that thing screams,
Squealing.
man. Sounds good, dude.
Monkey Wrench. Question for Chad about Rev G8. Do you put through the effects loop in the front amp, and should I put the gate before or after the Kirk Hammett wall?
Hook it up, 4-cable method, and... Man, I don't know if you put it before or after the wah. I have mine hooked up, and I don't even know how I routed it, so I'm sorry, I don't know the answer to that. But hook it up 4-cable. That way it's in front of and in the effects loop.
Graven Blackfeather is here. Good evening.
Hey, what's up, man?
Let's see. Tony Krozik. Hi, man.
Hey, Tony. What's happening?
Let's see. Steve-O. Hey, everybody. Happy Sunday. Just got home from an open mic in my neighbor's backyard. Fun.
Oh, nice, dude. That's awesome.
Most performers were around 80 years old, and they were awesome, strumming acoustics and singing.
That's awesome.
Do you remember that open mic we went to in Lapeer, where most of them were older?
Yep, they were good, too.
They were so good.
They were. There was a lot of guys, they hobbled up there, and it was like, whoa.
Yep.
These guys ain't no joke, man. You put a guitar in their hand and a mic in front of them, these guys could throw down,
You
man.
know, and they didn't even, they didn't practice.
Nope.
It was not like they were in a band. They were like just, oh, hey, can I sit in?
Yep.
Hey, let me sit down on drums. This dude just took over.
Well, they practiced their whole life.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like they
Yeah.
just went up there and they're like, no, I got this. You know, I mean, they were so good.
I loved watching. I had a tear in my eye at one point.
That was awesome.
Yes. Let's see. Vince Salutati.
Hey, what's up, Vince?
Happy Sunday. I rushed back from running errands and glad to see I didn't miss a thing.
Oh, thanks
Nice.
for making it, man. And thanks, Vince, for picking up the pack. I very much appreciate that.
Metal, oh, the one I can never remember how to say. Metal case or metal seats or... He says, okay, too late and drunk here, but how is Diesel? So you've had a decent Sunday then.
Yeah, sounds like you're having a good old time.
Paul Smith, hey, hey, hey.
Hey, what's up, Paul? Hope you're feeling better.
Tony says, I managed to pick up a very rare local find this week to add to my collection. Mesa Mark II C Coliseum.
Ooh.
Only 28 made for 8 months. Only from Bogey Factory in 1984.
Wow. Man, that sounds awesome. That's good, man. You pick up something like that, you better hang on to it.
Dean Harkness says, I don't even pay attention to the thumbnail. I just know it's Sunday. Jarrod could be playing a kazoo and I'd still watch. I'm going to get a kazoo for next
Thanks,
week.
man. Maybe we will. Metal kazoo show. Good to see you, man.
Hilarious. Kazoo. Greg Tribolato, love to finally be back live with you all. Yeah.
Good to see you here, man. Thank you.
Martin Hensley is with us.
What's up, Martin?
Flux says diesels do sound best with V30s and G12K100s. They also offer the Creamback 65.
Oh, that's I didn't know that.
There's a cab sim of it in the VHX. Haven't played with it since I'm loving the clarity of the G12K100/vintage 30 combination.
Oh, it's such a great combo for that amp. It really is. Just sounds glorious.
Oh, let's see. Greg says, hit me up. Hit me up, you both. I have a barbecue business. I will give you a private lesson.
Ooh.
Yes.
Dude, email me.
Yes.
Email me. And we can do like some sort of streaming thing or we'll figure it out.
Where are you from, Greg?
Yeah, seriously, email me. My email's in the the description, and we'll set up like a FaceTime thing or whatever. We'll figure it out, man. A Google Hang, whatever.
Yeah,
I'd love to do that.
I'm not joking. I literally had a panic attack in the middle of, I kept, check this and spray that, and no, it ran out of this, and I was like in my bed sucking my thumb. Like, it's too hard.
Well, once you get through the learning curve, it's not bad. I mean, I'm definitely I'm getting the hang of it, but I think I could do better. Like my pork butts are coming out good, but I just feel like, man, they could be better.
Yeah.
So I think I'm missing that.
No complaints here. Especially now that I know what goes into it. I literally thought you throw the meat in there for 10 or 11 hours and kapoof.
Yeah.
Just put some sauce on it and
and you're good to go.
you're good to go.
Yeah,
But
there's a lot of prep.
it's a lot involved.
Yeah, there's a lot of prep, and then you got to make sure you get the right temp, and you got to you got to spritz it with the vinegar, and apple juice mix. I mean, there's a lot of things, and my favorite part is wrapping it with the butter and the sugar. I love doing that part because I know once I put it back in, it's gonna be good in a couple hours. But I still think I could do better though, so I'm sure you can get us there.
Yes, but we would love that. Love to talk to you about that.
That would be fun.
Vox Pathfinder is here.
What's up, Dan?
Mr. Good Guy. Hi there.
Hey, what's up, Mr. Good Guy?
Gary says, I enjoy the longer videos. You're the only one. Everybody else complains.
No, I've got people that are like, oh man, I just got up and got my coffee and it's a long video. Thank you. And I'm like, awesome. But
you're keeping them from life.
Yeah.
They got stuff to do and you are making them procrastinate.
Their wives are mad at them. Right. Thought you were going to cut the grass, damn it. After this.
When this long video is over.
I'm happy to do them, It's just I always worry about how many views I'm going to get, but it's doing well, so I'm very appreciative of the views.
Christopher says, I've ruined many butts before I found my groove. Yeah, I know. There's some time. Learning curve and some time. We'll get there.
Yeah. Yep. And it's the same with brisket. I still haven't conquered brisket. My last brisket turned out okay, but it
better
was,
than the one before. But...
Oh, yeah. The one was a leather belt. This one turned out good, but it needs to be juicier, and there's something I'm doing wrong. So, yeah, we'll figure it out.
Mr. Good Guy says, I'm selling my Helix LT and buying the ToneX tomorrow. Can't wait to get your patches.
Oh, thanks, man. So what, and congrats, what are you going to pair it with, like, regarding effects and stuff? I'm just curious as to, like, tonight I got mine hooked up to the the HX Stomp, and I'm controlling it via MIDI. So, so far it's been working really good with it. So I'm just curious to see what you're hooking yours up to.
Martin says, hey, Jarrod, why didn't the Nitro Beast make the top 5 list? I demand a recount.
Well, it was one of those videos where the 5th spot when I was picking all my amps, and again, no particular order, but like when I was fighting over Savage and Herbert and Splon Nitro, and I was just like, I don't know which one should go in there. And then I picked something, I think it was the Rev, instead of those. And the reason why I picked the Rev instead of those, and again, not to say that I would sell those anyway, but I just love the fact that Rev really did a great job on that amplifier and packed it full of features. And it's just one of those no-brainer amps, if you ask me. I just think they did a really good job, and I thought I should reward them with being in the top 5 based on that, and it just sounds incredible. So I'm like, I'll put that one in there. But it was tough. It really was, you know. So it's almost like you're a lifeguard and you can only save one, and there's 4 people there, and you're like, well, who do you pick? You know.
Let's see. Greg said he's been teaching barbecue smoking for 10 years.
Oh, I'm sure we can learn a lot from you,
Yes.
and I have a lot to learn, so I can't wait.
We'll have to do some bartering.
Yeah, we'll
some bartering.
we'll do something, man. Let's do a hang on video chat or whatever we got to do. We'll make it happen.
Wish he
I'm
was
serious.
local. I don't know where he's from yet.
Yeah, if you're local, we could just do it in person. But if not, we'll do it some other way.
Ben says wah should always be first in the chain due to its tonal proprieties. You don't want the wah getting anything other than guitar level signal.
That's probably a good idea.
Properties, not proprieties.
Yeah.
I read that fast. My bad.
Public school.
Paul Smith. No, I went to private. Well, I guess I went to public
You went to
high
both.
school.
That's
Did
why
both.
you got
Have a good mix.
Yeah, you got a good mix of confusion.
Paul Smith says feeling great, ready to hit the stage next Saturday.
Awesome,
Good.
man. That's good to hear.
Ooh, okay. So, Metal KZ says, I'm going to pronounce it for you. So he spelled it out, Metal KZ.
Metal case.
He's Dutch.
Oh,
So I have to think of Metal Cake.
there you go.
Metal Cake.
Metal
Can I just
KZ.
call you Metal Cake?
Or Metal
instead-
Quazy.
Metal Quazy. Metal KZ.
Oh, you're Dutch. I'm part Dutch. I got that stubborn Dutch part of me. It runs in my family. So
Yeah, he's super stubborn.
Yeah.
Is that what they're known for?
that's one of the characters. Yeah, I think it's one of those dumb things.
Yeah.
Like, you know, just
You're definitely stubborn.
I can be.
Yeah. So we found chocolate covered gummy bears. And I was like, oh my gosh, I want to try them. And he was like, no,
That is
I would
wrong.
not even put that in my mouth. And I'm like, you're gonna try it at least.
It was
He's
just wrong.
so stubborn. And they were actually really good. And he won't admit it.
No,
They
it was
were
just
good.
the texture was just. It made my brain twist.
Oh, give
It was
me a
weird.
break. Texture. You eat sushi, you can eat a chocolate covered gummy bear.
Yeah, but chocolate's not supposed to be gummy. It was weird.
Okay.
It was weird.
Okay, Dutch boy. Ben says, serious question. Do you feel like the bugs are worked out of the ToneX? Have there been any updates to the software to make it easier to use?
I'm getting to know the software, and now that I'm getting to know it, it's definitely easier to use. There is a bit of a learning curve to any software. I've found that it's not as intuitive as the software that I'm used to, but I get why they have things set up the way that they do now. So, like, in order to save a capture, I have to make it into a preset, and then I can save it like in my computer and upload it to the website. So that was like one of those, like, why can't I just drag and drop these? Like, you can't. So you have to make a preset and then drag and drop it. So it's just that kind of stuff, all these steps. And you know how much I love steps. So it's just one of those things. But once you get to know it, then you just go through it and you're like, okay, I get it now. You know, whether I agree with it or not doesn't matter anymore. It's just I know what I got to do. So, I mean, as far as bugs go, I mean, I haven't really noticed any. I think the issues I had were just associated with I have a pretty elaborate system here compared to a lot of people. I mean, I got 2 switchers running all these different amps and a pretty elaborate pedal board. So doing captures with it at first for me was just a nightmare. But now I've worked my way around that and figured out how to plug everything in. But the first several days with it, I was pulling oh my God, I was so mad. But a lot of that's just because of my situation, not a normal situation. So I just had to work around some things. But so far, it's been fine.
Steve-O is eating a grilled ribeye and watching Tone Wars. Life is good.
Ooh, hell yeah, man. Grilled, that sounds good. I had to skip dinner, so I got a protein shake to tie me over until afterwards, and then we're going to go upstairs and polish off that brisket.
Christopher, what are you cooking tonight? I'm excited to find out.
Hell yeah, man. Me too.
Let's see. Flux, did you catch Ola England's phone call with John Petrucci?
Yes, I did. I saw that this morning.
Dean and I caught it last night during his live Swola.
Yeah, Swola. Sundays with Ola.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Petrucci is so cool and down to earth.
He is. He's a great guy, man. I've met him twice, and he was super cool both times. So, yeah. I'd be super cool if I was living that life, too. He's living the life, man.
No, he's just stubborn.
Yeah, I'm just stubborn, not cool.
Vince enjoys the long videos, too.
Oh, good. See?
You have 2 of them.
I have 2 people.
Out of 10,000. 2.
Well, apparently I got more than that because that video, let me just do a count here, and see how many views it's gotten.
Joshy J is here, and I think Joshy J is, I was going to call him Cougar, but it's Bobcat.
Oh.
Bobcat.
What's up, man? Yeah, it's got almost 4,000 views, so that's not bad.
Oh, okay. Still, it's only
oh, come on.
4%.
4%? It's like almost half. It's almost 50%. It's like 40%. Missing a 0 there, honey.
Yeah. Bobcat doesn't mind the long videos either.
Yeah, see? I just can't do them all the time. That's the problem.
Fox Pathfinder says, Jarrod, how about a live stream while doing the barbecue? It would be kind of boring because you just close the lid.
Yeah, you just close the lid and there it is, guys. There's smoke coming out of my grill. Unless there's a fire, this is going to be pretty boring.
And we've been there.
I've been there. Yeah, I had a fire once. That was fun.
See. CS is here.
What's up,
Happy
Chris?
Sunday with that obnoxious cup. I brought my obnoxious cup. And I'm chewing gum.
Yeah, you're just full of it tonight, aren't
I
you?
just had dry mouth today.
Yeah.
Let's see. Martin, Jarrod, you are right. I love my Rev 120.
Oh, they're great amps, man. They really are.
G. Sanchez.
Hey, what's up, man?
Mr. Good Guy, am I able to run the ToneX straight to a power source like front of house or ahead like how the Helix works? I'm very new these processors.
You can run the ToneX into front of house, but you do need special cables for that. You got to get different cables for that. So, or you can run it into a direct box and then run it out of there if you want. But I honestly would suggest pairing it with some sort of smaller, if you're gonna run it by itself, some sort of smaller digital platform.
Easy to say.
Yeah, I know. Like the HX Stomp, and I heard the Impero is pretty cool as well. I haven't played one, but I've been hearing about that. But with the HX Stomp, how I have it tonight is, I have 3 snapshots, and out of the HX Stomp is where I'm running tonight because it just runs directly out of that, and it's hooked up to the ToneX via 4-cable method. And it's a simple hookup. Like, it takes me 3 minutes to hook it up. Not even that, probably like 30 seconds actually to hook it up, and I'm done. And then it's super easy. I got all the effects and routing and switching, and I can control the ToneX pedal with the HX Stomp via MIDI. So yeah, it's just really cool. So the 2 presets you're going to hear tonight that I made is the Diezel Herbert channel 2 and the Diezel Herbert channel 3, which is the lead. And you'll hear those tonight. And it's with the dual cab mode, which I think, in my opinion, sounds awesome.
Let's see. Steve-O wants to know if there was THC in the gummies. No.
I'd be drooling all over myself right now.
Greg said he'll email you. He's in California, but he teaches over the phone. Easy. Just keep your videos going, and I'll do it for free.
Oh, well, thanks, man. I appreciate that. We'll hook up, man. Please email me, though. Please do.
Or we can email him. Either way.
Well,
he said he'll email us. Yep.
Yeah. Email me. We'll set it up. Thank you very much.
Fox Pathfinder says sushi is a deal breaker with girlfriends. Oh, good luck.
Yeah, good luck, because chicks dig sushi.
Martin Hensley, the attack of the chocolate gummy bears.
Yeah,
They're good. Don't let him dissuade you. It's not like I would want to eat them every day, but it was a nice departure from the Hershey Kiss for once.
Interesting. Yeah. It was interesting.
Whatever. Josh J says, good man, it's looking good on my wall. Very soon I've been practicing hard every day, cleaning up my picking and slowly learning how to program drums.
Oh, nice. That's one thing I want to do is learn how to program drums. But my friend TJ does a great job, and it's just easier when him and I just sit down and collaborate on it. He does such a good job, so it's like, I'll
Big
just
Mike is
hang
here.
out with TJ.
I haven't seen you in a minute.
Yeah, haven't seen you in a
Thanks
while.
for coming back.
Yeah, good to see you, man.
Dean Harkness says Windows 11 is a damn bug in my opinion. Dropped 2,000 on a really nice dial and had to use my cheap laptop to update my HX effects because it's still on 10 with Chrome.
Oh, that sucks.
Braxel says, hi everyone.
What's up, Braxel?
Hi everyone? Question mark.
Nah, we're not, but there might be some people here that are.
Krish says, what kind of picks are you using these days, and are you always on that journey too?
Oh, well, I'm using my signature picks that I get made through Gravity, and these are really nice. I really like these picks a lot. You put my logo on them for me and everything, and they have a nice scrapey edge to them, and they last a long time.
You've been using those for a long time.
Yeah, I've been using these for years, probably since 2015.
I was going to say 5 years, or
Yeah.
5 or 6 years. Yeah.
Probably since 2015 I've been using these. I love them.
Matthew Butterfield is here.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Braxel Jarrod, the deal with the volume being cranked to get it into your interface. There's no way around it. It's just low like that.
Yeah, I saw your question earlier and replied to it, but yeah,
Yeah.
that is. I'm just thinking. That is really strange because I honestly have my volume cranked on mine right now, but I'm also using the HX Stomp, and that also has a volume on it. So I've actually had to turn that down a bit tonight to blend with the mixes properly. But I don't know. That just sounds really strange. It should not have to. I mean, it's okay for it to have to be cranked, but if that's not enough. Yeah, I'm wondering what the deal is because that doesn't sound right. I wonder if there's an issue. Maybe you should, since I'm not familiar with that issue, I guess all I can tell you is maybe someone else here can help you, or make sure your line, make sure whatever your level is on your interface, it's set to line, and make sure that that's set up properly. And I know I'm just going over stuff that you probably already know, so I apologize, but I'm just grasping at straws trying to figure out like what it could be because I really don't know. I would reach out to IK Multimedia and have them, they're pretty quick on their responses. I'd rather talk to them over the phone, but they don't do that, but they are pretty quick to respond and help you, and they'll ask you a lot of questions and kind of figure it out for you, with you. So hopefully that helps. I wish I had the magic answer for you, though, dude. I'm really sorry that I don't.
Michael Mitchell, can you run the ToneX into a Blue Guitar Amp 1 Iridium?
Yes. And you can use that as your power section. You can definitely do that. Mm-hmm.
Martin Hensley, Jarrod, I just received my Yeti and Chupacabra. They sound great.
Ooh, nice, man. I heard good things about those. I did play a Yeti, and that was a really cool amp. Yep.
Flux says you should try the ToneX and the effects loop of the quad Cortex. I'll bet it would sound amazing. Way more 3D than a HX Stomp, in my opinion.
Yeah, you could probably have. I wonder if the effects would be. I'd have to try that. Yeah, I'd have to mess around with that. That's an expensive combo.
Metal Casey says, love the way you talk Dutch, but amazing show. Thanks, and thanks for your information. I got a quad Cortex and a ToneX and the Headrush Prime, but the ToneX first place for cloning and the Headrush Prime second.
Oh, nice, man. I'm glad you're liking it.
The Chicago Todd is here.
Todd, what's happening, man?
Michael Mitchell, ToneX into a Blue Guitar Amp 1, question mark?
Yeah, you can do it as a power section, though. I wouldn't put it into it as like, like effects or anything. I would just use it for a power amp. Use the power amp section of it. So plug it in the return, I guess.
G. Sanchez says, I'm ready for more gravity picks.
Oh yeah, these are great, man. Like I said, I've been using this one for probably a couple months, and it's still awesome.
Chicago Todd says, you told me about gravity picks a few years ago. Have been using them ever since.
Oh, cool. Yeah, they're great, man. And they have all kinds of different, like my next set is going to have the holes in them, you know, to help with, you know, keeping them in place. Because these are great, but when I'm doing my sweep practicing, every once in a while I got to make adjustments. So I want my next ones to have the holes in them and do some experimenting with that.
Chris says, very cool about the gravity picks. Lately, I've been into the Sunrise model, evaluating big, mini, and mini sizes in 1.5 millimeter and 3 millimeter.
I used the Sunrise for years. I used the Big Mini Sunrise and loved it.
Ben says, you can take 80 grit sandpaper and renew the scrapey edge.
You are absolutely right.
The scrapey edge really adds thickness to your tone. It can even make a mesa sound tolerable. Scrapey edge works for picks.
Yeah, you can do that. You can. Yeah, I have an emery board kind of thing that I got somewhere that I just kind of rub them on that, and it brings that scrapey edge back. Yep, you're right. You do it at an angle, you know.
Brian says, hello, I haven't been able to be here in a few. See, you're still sporting those worn out jeans.
Yeah, good to see you, man.
Yeah.
Donate today so I can get some clothes.
I'd love to go shopping for...
I know. Yeah, you spend it all on you, though.
Michael Mitchell, thanks for answering my question. I kind of asked the same question twice. No, it's fine.
No problem. No problem.
Metal Casey, want your red cup filled with whiskey? Yeah, I agree. That'd be a lot of whiskey. To have to scrape me off the floor.
Oh, Braxel, let me know how that works out for you if you get it figured out. So, you know, I really hope you do figure that issue out, man.
Mesqua, you need a nap. He shouldn't keep you up so late. Right. I keep telling him they need to start the show a little earlier. Once we get to 7:30, 8 o'clock, I'm winding down.
She starts turning into a pumpkin.
I do.
Yeah, I'm running on 6 hours of sleep, which isn't terrible, but it is what it is.
Well, you want to play something? We're caught up now.
Yeah, let's play something. So let me mute the mic. I'll do a couple riffs, and we'll do a couple mixes for you.
Yes.
Here we go. sure I do this in the right order here. There we go.
Got it. We're back.
We're back.
Let's see. Joshy J, do you have any Maxon overdrives?
Yeah, I have one. In fact, that's Steve Shaheen's. He left it here. It's over there. I do have that one.
It's
Yep.
still here, Steve.
Still here.
Thunderfoot Power, first time here. Hello from the Detroit area.
Oh, what's up, man?
Hey. Thunderfoot
being
Power. Are you? What would that be?
Thunderfoot
Yeah.
Power?
Is he like really good? A drummer?
Yeah, maybe he's got fast feet. I don't
Fast
know.
feet.
Everybody's got different names, and there's reasons for it. So yeah, what's the reason for your name, Thunderfoot?
Right. Chicago Todd says, speaking of the Iridium Amp 1, Thomas should be on the cusp of releasing the Amp X. Initial release will be in Germany. US might see it by Christmas. I think Jarrod is
Awesome.
on the short list for a demo.
Yeah, I'm on the list for a demo. In fact, I talked to Thomas on the phone a couple times about that product, and yeah, so hopefully, yeah, he was asking me like, so you're a metal guy. He's like, what do you think, metal guys would like in this? And I told him, I said, I told him a couple amps to source to try to, put in there. So hopefully, yeah, hopefully he's got some good metal amps in there for us. We'll see.
Metal Casey, yes, play some of your amazing riffs because it's late midnight here.
Oh,
He
thank
said,
you.
hell yeah, amazing riffs.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'll definitely be doing some more for you guys.
Mesqua says, is the EVH Iconic the closest to the Eddie sound that the rest of his line of amps?
Is the EVH Iconic close to...
Eddie's sound than the rest of his line of amps?
That's a good question. I think the EVH Iconic does a great job at doing what the other amps do at a budget price. You know what I mean? It's a budget amp, but I mean it's still a good amp. There's some bands out there that are playing them live and they sound incredible. So it's a good amp. I guess it depends on which era of tone that you're talking about too, because if you're talking 80s era, probably not. You probably want to stick with a Marshall kind of thing with that, or with the green channel on the Stealth. The green channel on the Stealth will cover that territory pretty well. Yeah, I think for what it's priced at, it does a really good job.
Let's see, Metal Casey. These were all ToneX, question mark?
Yes. Yep, everything you heard was through the ToneX. Yep.
The Chicago Todd says, ha, Jarrod just connected your live stream to my Spark. They go pretty awesome. Nice.
Awesome. I almost went with the Spark tonight, but I was like, we were running late, and I'm like, you know what? I don't have time to hook that up. I just did the video with the ToneX yesterday. Everything's still hooked up and sound checked. I'm like, that's what we're using.
Jim Simmons, is that one of your new songs? It sounds great.
Oh, thank you. It's actually,
It's an old song.
it's an old one, but it's one that I just started playing on the channel recently, yeah.
Paul still loves that tune. Chicago Todd loves this one. I
Thank you.
also have been gone for a while. This may be
Yeah.
a newish one.
Yeah, it's a newish one, and it's actually one that I'm writing a solo for right now, and I'm having writer's block.
I'm having
Yeah,
attacked
you're
by the
doing it?
guns, yes.
Yeah, I'm having
I have
writer's
some
block.
here. Orange drink
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, so I'm having writer's block with this solo, and it's driving me nuts.
You had writer's block with it. Wait, why are you rewriting that solo?
It's longer, so I got to add a bunch of crap to it now because it's instrumental.
Oh.
Yeah, so remember that breakdown part where you guys used to sing? Well, I'm soloing there now.
Well, just
So-
follow my voice then. let my siren voice be
Yes.
your muse.
Where did all these rocks come from? Why is my ship crashing?
Christopher, thank you for the super chat.
Oh, thank you.
He said that song is perfect for whisking. Looks like the Mad Cook, surprisingly. No, he has been whisking something up. What are you making
Yeah.
for dinner?
What you making, man? Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
Let's
looking for
see.
other.
No. Where did I leave off? Oh, yeah. Mark W., the last song. Wow, and these tones are absolutely sick.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, they did come out really good. The dual cabs, I'm telling you, those are money. I mean, they just sound incredible.
Mark W says, I'm going to be buying the ToneX because of you and buying your captures.
Oh, well, thanks, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's definitely worth it. You know, I mean, it's a very budget-friendly purchase, and if you get good captures in it, you're good. I mean, just pair it with a couple pedals or with a affordable digital platform, and you're going to be good. You know.
Thunderfoot Power says, that's for my feet around Detroit. Oops, then I lost it. Area 80s. Oh, okay.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Gun Runner. Where's the Kiesel?
Oh, it's upstairs. I got to change the strings on it. I've been needing to do that, and maybe I'll do that tomorrow. I'll change the strings on it, start using it more. I'm having tuning issues with those strings because they put my strings on my other guitar on it, and they've been acting kind of weird. So I'm just going to put new ones on and start over, you know.
Mark W. says he's originally from Michigan. He lived in Belleville, Ypsi, Dearborn Heights, and now he's in Ohio. Oh, I'm sorry. You had to go to Ohio.
I love Belleville. Belleville's nice.
Yeah,
it's a nice area. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a cute little town.
I don't think I've ever been there.
Oh, it's nice. Yeah, that's where TJ lives. TJ lives in that area. Yeah, whenever I get jobs in Belleville, I like crossing that bridge when you get there, and it just the whole town opens up, and it's kind of a old school town. It's pretty cool. Yep, I like it.
Tony thinks the Stealth is closest to Eddie's sound.
It could be, yeah. I mean, the Stealth was like his greatest amp, if you ask me. I really think that was his best amp. You know, and it does do the classic tone. If you crank the gain on the green channel, it gets there. So it'll pretty much handle everything.
Metal Casey had to go. He's got to work in 3 hours, and he hasn't slept yet. But amazing show.
Thank you. Well, thanks for being here, man. Get some sleep, and hopefully you'll enjoy working tomorrow. Sorry you got to go, but thanks for hanging out with us.
So Mesqua says, I spell my name slightly different, but it means red. My wife is Kickapoo Indian, and that's what Mesqua means. Oh, okay.
Cool, man.
Metal Casey, sorry, sleep. Oh, yeah, we know what you meant. Chicago Todd, my only big gripe for the ToneX is no onboard tuner. I know, sounds stupid, but that really wrinkles me for some reason.
It's not a tuner. There's no tuner in there. What am I supposed to do? Yeah, I get it, man. You got to have a tuner, and it's definitely something that would come in handy if they had one. So I get it.
Thunderfoot Power, yes, we're in Michigan.
Nice.
Yep.
So you got the rain today, too.
Are you Clarkston or Waterford?
I'm border. Clarkston, Waterford border. Waterford mail. Yeah. Clarkston Schools, Waterford mailing.
I get it.
So that's what it is.
That's where we are.
Yep, that's where I is.
We are caught up on the comments. You want to play some more?
Yeah, I'm going to try to find, let's see, Night Terrors. I guess I could do Night Terrors. I haven't practiced that one today, but let's see.
Let's do it.
Let's see how it works. Hang on 1 second, guys. Okay, we're back. That one part. Yeah.
It was still good though.
Yeah, that one part.
Jimmy James. Tony is 100% correct. The stealth is the one. Iconic is great, but stealth is next level.
There it is. Sorry, distracted by my mistake. No, the stealth is definitely it as far as I'm concerned too. It's the best amp EVH ever made. It really is.
Martin Hensley, thank you for the super
Oh,
chat.
thank you. Appreciate that, man. Thank you so much.
Jeff Hirschberg played live last night using the ToneX capture. It sounded amazing.
Oh, cool, man. I'm glad you like it.
Chris Nash says, Jarrod, which gravity pick model do you use?
This is the, oh God, what is this one? It's the big triangle, whatever that is. I forget what they call it, but it's the, I don't know if the, yeah, can you see it from way over there? It's this one. Right. Yeah, it's going to be blurry, but.
My big yawn behind it.
Yeah, it's that one. I forget what it's called, though, but it's Razor. I think it's the Razor, and it's the larger one. Yeah.
Klaus is here. He says he just got home and tuned in. Hello and
What's
good
up?
evening.
What's going on, Klaus? Good to see you, man.
Tony Krozik, that tone just sounds massive. I love trying two different cabs together. It builds frequency levels.
It does. You're right. When you combine two cabs, that's why people do that X pattern with their speakers, because it gives you that freaking amazing best of both worlds kind of thing. You know, you can't decide on what speakers are your favorite. Just use both. Have them both in there. Why not? You know?
He's switching guitars, so if you just tuned in and you hear Jarrod and you see me sitting here,
I'm invisible.
he's just switching guitars.
I'm her imaginary friend.
We have someone new called I'd Love It All. I love it all. He said, just joined. What
Cool.
sound did we hear a moment ago?
That was my new TONEX Diezel Herbert MK3 captures that you just heard. Yep. Yep, and this is the dual cab preset.
And
so
if you liked them, you can purchase them on the website,
Yeah.
tonewars.com.
there's a link below to the website.
Monkey Wrench says, you skipped me. Go back up one before Christopher. Super chat. Arnold says, read it. Oh, no. Did I? Christopher? I don't see a super chat. I'm so sorry.
Christopher's super chat. It's above Christopher's. There's Christopher right there. You just passed it. Right there. Monkey Wrench.
Oh, do you mean I'm misreading the comment?
Yeah.
I just saw it. It says, thanks, Ben Burnett and Flux, so I skipped
Oh.
over it. I didn't. Sorry about that. Yeah, if you start it with someone else's name, I will skip
She thinks
over
you're
it.
talking to them. Not
Yeah.
her.
Let's see. Joseph Butler, have to hand it to the Herberts for consistently sounding evil. Wouldn't think from the names, right? Sounds like that uncle that never forgets your birthday, not the huge evil monster lurking in your wardrobe.
That's right, man.
Let's see. Martin Hensley, hey Jarrod, you sound outstanding, bro.
Oh, thank you very much. Appreciate that.
Fuck, sounds great, Jarrod. Does ToneX allow you to choose whether you are getting an amp or a DI capture?
Yes. Yeah, so if you do, when I do the captures, I do both amp cab and DIs. So it just depends on what you want. My guitar's going crazy here. Yeah, so I haven't used this in a while, so I forgot which position to put the switches in for the Sustainiac. But yeah, you can, when you make the profiles, you make DIs without the amp and without the cab, and then you make, I call them studio ones with the cab. So, and then whichever ones you load in, that's what it's using. So,
Monkey Wrench said, Jarrod, I was playing Merciful Fate in '86 and got harassed for the speed medal. You are welcome.
wow, that sucks. Got harassed.
Christian Nash says, yes, looks like the Razor. Yeah, so your pick, the Razor.
Yeah, I think it's the Razor, and it's the bigger size. I kind of wish I would have went with the holes, but I was talking to Chris at Gravity. I'm like, yeah, I want to get the holes, but he's like, well, that'll interfere with your logo, or we can make the logo smaller and put it up top. And I'm like, let's go with the logo, I guess, for now and see how it works. But
I feel like they've been working for you for 5 years.
yeah, they've been working great. But my next set of them, I'm going to go with the holes, because every once in a while I get a little bit of slippage, especially when I'm doing that sweep practicing I do every day with the metronome. And after a while, man, I have to keep adjusting the pick, and I'm like, I gotta get holes. So
Mr. Good Guy wants to know if we're going to be able to buy physical copies of your album and when.
oh, thank you for asking. I appreciate that. I'm going to do a digital download at first on my website. And I just talked to TJ the other day, and he said that he's hoping to have it done by August. Yep, I know. But he's busy. Everybody's busy. John's still got recording to do. You still got to record a song. So this is taking forever, but it's okay, because it'll be worth it once it gets done. I just heard some of the mixes the other day when John was recording his bass tracks, and I'm like, man, this is going to sound incredible. I just can't wait to get it done. And I still got 2 more songs to record. So, well, we're getting there. You know, TJ had to go to overseas to play and stuff, so it's just been it's been a lot.
Okay.
But I'm not rushing this.
Steve-O says, I use a Mesa 412 on the bottom and an EVH 412 on top. Sounds amazing in the room.
Ooh, man, that's nice. That's got to be massive sounding.
Chicago Todd says, hey, bro, I joined the Schecter Club. He was in Guitar Center and tried one for kicks, and it was set up so well I couldn't race it.
I don't blame you, dude. These things are great guitars for the money. This is a neck through. This is the Banshee. And I still haven't pulled the sticker off. The sticker.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, and I love the Sustainiac pickup. In fact, I'm using it in this next mix. And this pickup is just, it really helps you be creative. And it's the one thing that added a lot of value to this guitar for me anyways.
Chris just asked, too, how are you liking the Schecter now that you've had it for a while? I have a KM7 Mark III Artist Keith Merrow.
It's fun,
model,
man.
And he loves it.
This is a really fun guitar because of the pickup. I really like it. You know, it's just, I don't know. There's just something special about these, especially for the price. For $1,500, you get a neck through. Sounds great. You get a whammy bar. You get the Sustainiac, and the neck feels great. Smooth. You know, I mean, it's a little different feel because of the bridge. It's a different bridge than my Kiesel and my Ernie Ball stuff. So it takes me a minute to, you know, adjust to it, but once I'm adjusted to it and acclimated, it's great.
Tad Goodman, loving the first ToneX pack you did, so I'll have to pick this one up too.
Oh, thanks,
Good.
man. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
That first pack, man, that was 3 days of hell.
It was. I didn't even enjoy hearing about it.
Oh my God, that was some work, man. But
I thought for sure he was going to pack that up and ship it back.
that was something. But I worked through it, got those done, and took what I learned from that and put it on this pack. And this pack went a lot smoother. And this one took me a day instead of 3. So this was a one-day project. Because these are all advanced captures. So each capture takes from start to finish, and that means labeling and, you know, all that, about an hour. You know, so when you're doing that many captures, that's a full day's worth of work. But yeah, please, let me know what you think of them when you get them. I mean, I'm digging them, man. They're really nice. And the thing is I've had some people reach out and be like, yeah, you know, I like the DIs because I can use different IRs and stuff. And I'm like, okay, I get that, you know. But with this pack, you don't need IRs, in my opinion, because you got 3 different cabs. You got the Mesa cab, and you have the Diezel cab, and then you have a combination of both. So you don't need to you don't need to buy an IR pack, because you got 3 amazing cab combinations right there. And I didn't use cheap mics. I mean, the Royer 121's a $1,300 mic, you know. So I blended that with the SM57, and then with the Diezel cab, I blended a SM57 with a Royer R10. So I mean, you got really nice microphones there. So I just, man, I can't do DIs with these yet, which means amp only, because I don't have a load box big enough to handle that beast. You know, it's 180 watts.
Oh, you may have just answered his question then, Jeff Hirschberg. But you weren't able to make a DI of the Herbert because of its wattage.
Correct.
Yeah.
Now, there is a way to get around that. Now, maybe down the road I could do that. You got to pull 2 power tubes out, and then it makes it a 100-watt amp, which I could do down the road, but it's it was enough work just to do the captures last time. So I'll have to do an update maybe sometime in the future.
Yes, Christopher, we still haven't seen your dinner.
Yeah, man.
Your super chat popped up, but your dinner disappeared. I want to know. Inquiring minds want to know.
He ate it all. Doesn't matter anymore.
T. Korean speaks. I am new to experimenting with my digital platforms. Can I put your captures into my Pod Go? I already have your cab IRs and they work great.
Oh, thank you.
Welcome, by the way.
Yeah, thank you. I wish you could put the captures in the Pod Go. I think I do have some, yeah, because the captures that you make on a certain digital platform are pretty much proprietary to that platform. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, I have, if you look on Line 6's Marketplace, I have some Pod Go presets on there. If I remember correctly, I do. So yeah, see if there's some up there. In fact, I've been meaning to update those lately too. So, but you're welcome to check those out if you want.
Sorry, I got yawn.
Well, while she's yawning, I'm going to play another mix here and get this out of my system. 1 second. This is, what's it called? Hoverboard Blues?
Hi, Zoe, by the way.
Hey.
Dean asked me to say hi to Zoe.
Hello.
Sorry about yawning.
All right, hang on, guys. Oh my God, that song always brings a smile to my face. It's just so crazy with that pickup. That's what I mean. That pickup just lights up your life.
Fluck says that sounds insane. Todd says that Sustainiac is cool beans.
It sure is, man. It's just a whole new level of songwriting that you can do with it. You know, I used to wonder how Steve Vai got all those crazy licks, and now I know. Now I know how he did it.
K Sharp, like to hear the Sustainiac again.
Oh, it's an amazing pickup. It really is. I can do some more goofiness with it for you.
Mesqua says Andy LaRoche played some with Merciful Fate. He's one of the guitarists that made me want to play guitar.
Ah, nice.
He also didn't know. I know he played with King Diamond, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Klaus says, blend the Mezzabarba and EVH South in a capture. Mike Krampus turned me on to that blend. Sounds great.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you could definitely do that. In fact, in the studio for Night Terrors, I actually blended those two amps together for that song. So,
are you ready for Christopher's dinner?
Yeah.
He says Jarrod has the recipes in his email. Ooh, even better.
Nice, even better. Thank you.
Garlic honey glazed pork loin.
Oh my God.
Chops. Candied pecan tossed salad and steakhouse scalloped potatoes chased with a nice scotch.
Nice scotch. Dude, thank you. I should be super chatting you right now.
That's right.
Dude, that's awesome. Thank you. We're definitely going to make that.
Next week, I want that.
Yeah. We'll make it for sure. Thank you, man.
Candied pecan tossed salad.
That sounds really good.
Yummy, yummy, yummy. Jimmy James says, I've been drilling holes in my picks for years. It's the only way I can hold on to the damn things.
Yeah, I know. It's weird. And what's nice about the gravities is they have all kinds of different holes that you can pick. You could pick like this, like almost like the shape of an eye slot in the middle, and the meat of your thumb rests in there perfectly. So that's actually nice. Or you can get multiple holes. You know, it's there's a lot of cool stuff they do with their picks. I like them.
Oop, I lost the chat.
Just
there it is.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that stupid heart.
yeah.
I hate the heart.
I don't know why they put that there.
I know. Where did we leave? Martin Hensley, Jarrod, I have some of your captures for my Helix at the Line 6 Marketplace.
Oh, cool.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Chicago Todd, Line 6 products fall into the category of modeler. New sounds cannot be created. Existing sounds, amps, cabs, pedals, EQ, etc. can be tweaked, but not created.
Yeah, and the main thing with the Line 6 stuff in any modeling is the IRs. If you really want to make something sound unique and different, I mean, the IRs are where it's at. Yep.
Tony says, Sustainiacs are a lot of fun. My Solar 6 has one super creative and to experiment with.
They are great. They really help with the creativity and all that. They're freaking awesome, man.
Klaus says, go Jarrod, 1988 in the house.
That's kind of how it is, isn't it?
Mr. Good Guy, absolutely sick shredding. Love it.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that.
Death Hibby says, Andy also played in Disth. D-E-S-T-H, Disth.
Oh, I never heard of them.
That's a weird word.
Yeah. That's interesting. I'll have to look that one up.
K Sharp says, what Schecter model is that guitar? It looks like a Solar.
This is a Banshee Mach 7. That's what this is. And that's a 7-string.
You just did Mach 7. You have to play that one again. That was a good one.
You want me to...
Do it again. Do it
All
again. Tony says Gravity Swiss cheese picks.
Yeah, there you go. Swiss cheese picks. Yeah, they have ones with a bunch of holes in them like Swiss cheese. Yeah, I love playing this song, so I'll do it again. That's fine with me.
Do it again. Do it
Do
again.
it again. Do it again. All right, 1 second. Maybe I can make it better this time. We'll see. I could do that all day.
It's such a weirdo.
Well, there it goes. If you keep it on, it starts ringing again. God, that freaking pickup, man. I'm going to have all kinds of fun with this pickup. That's just the beginning. I've just scratched the surface, man. I'm going to be doing some collabs and stuff with some other guitar players here. And I got plans. I got plans for this.
Plans for it.
Yep, I got some plans and some. I like doing like the spots where you have stops in the song and you could do some quick little things. And I'm going to use that pickup for stuff like that. Get real creative with it. I got ideas floating around in my brain. It's going to be fun.
Any more songs to play?
Yeah, I do. I got to switch guitars, though.
Right.
Yeah, so.
Well, ask some questions while he's switching guitars.
I can still hear.
Up.
Yeah, I got my in-ears in, so I can
hear. So Christopher says they're super easy.
Oh, good.
Do you buy the candy pecans or did you make the candy pecans for the salad?
The salad.
And steakhouse, my mom used to do scalloped potatoes.
They're
Growing
good.
up, that was her thing. Every holiday, my mom brought scalloped potatoes. Wait, where are you going?
I'm getting my purple one.
Oh. It's got to go upstairs to get the purple guitar.
Yep, got to go up the stairs.
I can't hear you because I don't have in-ears.
Okay.
Martin Hensley, Carrie Pink Floyd, The Wall. Yes. Yep. Well, I like the shirt too. For sure. Thank you.
Here comes Kitty Witty.
Now I can't wait for dinner next week. I got to wait a whole week we'll have to go to the grocery store and get the ingredients this week in preparation. And maybe we'll have our first lesson with Greg on the barbecue smoker.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Yeah. I wonder where Jay is. I see on Facebook that he just served his smoked meal. What?
Oh,
What's
yeah.
lost?
I lost my wireless. Where did I put it? Did I put it in my pocket? Oh, it's in my pocket.
It's in your pocket.
Here it is. Thank God. I know.
Here he is.
I'm using that X-Vive wireless tonight that I demoed, and it's actually working out really nice tonight.
Good.
Yep.
Till you lost it in your pocket.
Yeah, until I lost it. That's not a good thing at all. There we go. All right, so I can do. What can I do? I can do.
Well, you have purple guitar. Can you do the? Yeah.
Where is it? I just gotta find it. There it is.
Where's the Night at the Roxbury song?
Oh, that's with the red guitar. I already did that one.
Oh, that Grateful?
Yeah, we did that earlier.
Yeah.
Dang, your memory's not good tonight, is it, girl?
No, I don't. It doesn't work sometimes.
All right, 1 second. Now, this guitar is dropped down a half step, so the B's down to an A. So just so you know what the tuning is. All right. That's a fun one. I love this guitar. It's sticky from being upstairs in the humidity.
Yes,
'Cause I got the windows
so
open.
humid upstairs.
Yeah, my hand is like sticking to the neck. I'm like, oh my God, how am I going to make it through this?
Tony says, curious how the dual cabs capture sounds through the drop tune, Majesty.
Oh man, it just sounds fat. I love this tuning. This is probably my favorite tuning because everything just sounds a little bit sludgier and just, you know, nastier and thicker with this tuning. It's just meaner. You know, it's just that hint of sludge. And then I got another guitar that's drop tuned down a whole step. And I got to start writing more songs on that one. Because that just sits there because it's in a tuning I don't have any mixes in right now. And I'm like, what a shame. And it's a beautiful guitar. It's the JP15.
Yeah.
I got to start writing songs in, you know, that tuning. I'm actually going to do one. Got one coming up.
Monkey Wrench. The Kiesel doesn't offer any type of sustainmanic type.
Sustainiac, yeah.
I know he said sustainmanic.
Oh.
I didn't know if that was a thing. Pick up either bridge or neck, do they? If not, gonna have to put one in.
No, I actually asked them if they would put one in my last build, and they said they don't do that. It's the routing and all that. They're like, yeah, I mean, we just don't do that, but you're welcome to afterwards. And I'm like, I mean, when you pay that much for a Kiesel, it's like, all right, you know, I'm not going to have somebody drill into that thing. So I'm like, nope, I'll just do without. It's fine.
Mark was wondering the same thing on the keys, so with the Sustainiac.
The thing is those pickups are becoming a lot more popular these days. So maybe because of that, maybe they'll do it. You know, in the future, maybe they'll be like, all right, fine, you got enough requests for it. Maybe we should do it.
Anytime, Dean. No problem. Dean said she got a kick out of that.
Oh.
Anytime.
Anytime, Zoe.
Martin Hensley he's like, Carrie, I like the wall and the dark side of the moon. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The dark side of the moon. Yeah, for sure.
There's some great Pink Floyd tunes.
I mean, I've obviously heard of them before, but when we had the original version of Rain, when I joined as like just your backup choir singer, all that stuff.
Yep.
He was like, watch this video.
Oh, yeah.
This is the inspiration that I want for like what the backup singers should be doing. And that's when I really got into it, the Pink Floyd.
I think it was that Roger Waters. No. Gosh, what video was that? I can't remember now, but whatever video that was, it was amazing.
It was alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I'll have to watch that again. That was so good, man. That was a beautiful concert.
Did it have Diamond? Something?
Yeah,
Diamond in it?
yeah, one of the songs, yeah. You Crazy Diamond.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
that was, oh my God, such a, his tone and his playing was just amazing.
And apparently the backup singers too.
Yeah, the backup singers were, the whole thing was great. It was just classy. It was so classy and like, I wish I could have been there.
Did my homework and they gained a fan.
Yeah. Yeah, it was one of those concerts everybody should watch.
Tony says, in my opinion, that's your best tone achieved yet to date. With dual cabs and the drop tune. Congrats with meshing with those mics.
Thank you. I'll be doing...
Just amazing, Jay.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I'll be doing that a lot more on my ToneX captures and on my quad CORTEX stuff, because that gives me a step apart from everybody else, too. Like, I don't know anybody else that's doing that right now, or maybe they never will. Just because of the switcher and the way I have things set up here, I can actually do that, which is, why not take advantage of it? So I'll be doing that with my... Zilla cab with the DV77 as well. I'll be blending that with other cabs as well. So I think you're going to get some really unique stuff from me very soon.
Mark W. Been meaning to ask what in-ear you're using.
So I'm using the Shure PSM 300 system, but the in-ear speakers that I'm using, you can get on Amazon. There are 5 drivers in each speaker, and it's the KZAS10s. So they're like $70, $69 or whatever, and these things sound huge. They sound incredible. They're really big and full sounding. Make sure you get the proper cable with them as well, because different cables actually, and I know this sounds like cork sniffing, but it's for real. Different cables sound different with these, so make sure you get the cable that has the boosted lows and mids in the description. You do not want the cable that talks about better top end. They sound shrill and terrible, because I had a cable go bad on me, and I went on Amazon, and I'm like, oh, I'll just get this one. I didn't know there was a difference. And I got them, and my in-ears sounded like ass. I'm like, what the hell? And I was like, wait a minute. So I went back in the description. I'm like, oh, boosted highs. Like, I do not want that. Threw that cable directly in the trash and went through my history and found the cable that I bought before. And I bought like 5 of them, because I'm like, I don't ever want to go through this again. So make sure you get the cable that's listed better lows and mids. And I'm telling you, they sound incredible. It sounds like you took a stereo system and stuffed it in your head. I don't know if that's comfortable or not. It sounds really full and fat, and I love how it sounds. I'm going to turn this fan off just for a second.
Okay.
It's kind of loud. I got to get a quiet fan. I think Dyson makes a quiet fan.
Yeah, for $800.
Yeah. Well, I guess I'm not going to get it then.
Yeah. K Sharp says NAMM is loaded with modern metal type capture people. Worth checking that out.
Oh, I'm definitely going to be doing that soon. I've just been sidetracked with all this kind of stuff, but NAMM is definitely on my list. I want to get into that very soon.
What's that?
It's also another. It's like ToneX, but it's all just computer based for now, and it does captures, but you got to use them on your computer. See, the thing is I understand why a lot of people play at their computers. I get it. I just don't. So it's always like on the peripheral of my mind, you know, as far as, you know, plugins and computer type stuff, because I always either sit here on my deck or in my living room when I'm playing guitar. And right now I sit in my garage and play and have cigars while I'm waiting for my gazebo. But yeah, that's pretty much what I do right now, you know. So I'm never at my computer playing guitar anymore. So, but one of these days I will. It's on my list. I want to check that out for sure.
Well,
you know.
if you're gonna play something else, I'm gonna run upstairs.
Yeah, do your thing. Yeah, I'll do the Sphinx, even though I don't have a wah hooked up right now, but I'll play it without a wah.
Is my mic muted? I hit it once.
I think so.
I'll just
Yeah.
I'll do that.
Yeah, you're good. All right, so let me do the Sphinx in a second here. 1 second here, guys. Okay, that was the Sphinx without the wah. It's interesting. I'm playing that without the wah. Yeah, that's a fun one, man. Yeah, these captures, I'm digging them, man. They're just so fat sounding. I love the fat, aggressive sound that I'm getting out of them. You know, I hope you guys enjoy these if you guys get them. I really do. And what I did with the DC captures so far is I actually turned up the bass just a little bit. I got it at like 5.6, I think. So the bass is just up a little bit, and then the resonance is up like 0.3, you know, so 5.3. You know, because everything's at 5, you know, when you look at the knobs, the tone stack. So I just added that little bit of chewiness and that low end and fullness, and it just filled them up nice. Everybody's got different needs and tastes, but I mean, for me, that's just what worked. And because I found that the ToneX, as good as a job as it does, and it does a very good job at capturing, every once in a while I feel like I'm like, man, I just want a little more low end, you know? But it does a great job on the top end especially. I mean, it does a good job on everything, but you know how it is. Every once in a while you just want a little more of something. And just by making some minor tweaks to the pedal, it just really makes it come to life for you. But on the other ones that I did in the demo, I didn't do anything to them. I switched to them, and I'm like, doing the demo last night, I'm like, man, these sound perfect. Like, okay, I'm not touching anything on these. So, and the nice thing about the pedal is you can save whatever you did to them. So it's nice, you know. And the noise gate on the pedal really does come in handy because there's a noise gate on it, and it really does work. It's great. So I do like that. So I agree with Todd, like having a tuner would be nice, but that noise gate definitely comes in handy. And I don't know nothing about screens and all that, but
well, you can't say that. I don't know anything.
Oh, I don't know anything about.
What is that? I don't know nothing.
I don't know nothing about nothing.
I'm sorry.
I know a lot of something about
nothing. I could not let that one pass.
Jeez, got my English teacher here. I don't know a lot about these screens here, but I don't know if you could put a tuner on here if it would work, you know? So these guys know what I'm talking about.
Chicago Todd says Quad Cortex desktop editor should be out by the end of the year.
Man, I hope so. Gosh, that would be nice. I mean, I don't know how much I would use it. Maybe I'd use it a lot because I know that when I'm tweaking stuff on my KEMPER, I'm so glad that they came out with that editor for that because the KEMPER is a freaking nightmare to work on. But if you have the desktop editor, it's great. I love their editor. It's awesome.
Dean Harkness says, I'm still going to get the ToneX. The ToneX stuff just got burned out on the computers and wanted a new up to just make the house rumble.
Yeah, I hear you.
Definitely does.
Oh,
new
yeah.
Amp. Yes, new amp to make the house rumble.
That's awesome, man. Congrats again on that amp, man. I'm sure you're loving it.
Mark W. I haven't seen a great pedal switcher for computer plugins unless there's something I missed.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't really looked into it myself because I don't play on the computer. But if anybody has an option, you know, please post it here for people.
Martin asked K#10, what is the NAM? Neural Amp Modeler is what NAM is.
Yep, Neural Amp Modeler, yep.
Martin says, oh, he's talking to Flux, my bad. Tony, I'd invest in a Royer 121 mic for the low end, but damn, they're 2,100 Canadian. I hate currency exchange.
Yikes. Yeah. Yikes. Yeah, they're not cheap mics, man. They're not, you know. I mean, yeah, those mics cost a pretty penny. They're worth it, though, because, man, did they capture the low end and the low mids of an amplifier perfectly. They actually capture the top end really nice, too. And when you combine that with the SM57, it's like the perfect pairing. And that combination is so common and so popular in studios that they actually came up with a mic clip that you can put both of those mics together on, and they'll be in phase with each other. And you know, I mean, they don't do that for every mic combination, but they do it for that because it's
me, not you.
It's a killer mic combination. It really is.
I just need some food.
Yeah, I'm getting hungry myself. Yeah, that brisket upstairs is calling our names. Yeah, we'll get some brisket going in a few here.
We're caught up on the comments.
Yeah. So let me do. Do I have anything else I could play? I don't.
Can you play the microwave?
I could play the microwave. Nice. Actually, yeah, let me switch guitars again. Man, this wireless is working great tonight. This X5 is killing it. It's working nice. I like it.
Yeah, it's not bulky at all. Your other one, you're always like, where's my wires?
Yeah. Yep, it's really handy. You know, that's the thing, man. I use the stuff I demo. I don't just demo it and collect my check.
What's the range with it? Like,
oh, about 50 feet. You can go anywhere. Yeah, I mean, yeah, they're nice. Would I take it on a stage if I was playing in front of 10,000 people? Probably not, only because they're a little touchy when you get close to a Wi-Fi source,
I was
like a
going
router.
to ask, what about interference and stuff like that?
They're a little touchy around routers. So a lot of times when you're on a big stage, there's a lot of Wi-Fi stuff going on, and they can get caught up in that interference. But the if I was to use like a budget-oriented wireless, I would use. I got them right here. They're actually charging right now. I would use these, the Lekato, L-E-K-A-T-O. Those are 5.0 wireless, and they do not get interference at all. I've tested them, and those are freaking beautiful. Those are great. There we go. So, yeah, so I could play another mix. I didn't practice this one either, but whatever.
You're on a roll. You'll be all right.
Yeah, we just jinxed it. You jinxed it. Do some out of nowhere. Why not? Let's see if I can pull this off. All right, that's always a fun one to play as well. It's a crazy rhythm. I remember when I sat down with Paul in the studio and we were programming drums, he just went cross-eyed. He's like, what the hell? What kind of crazy riff is that? Like, I don't know, man. Just came up
Martin
with it.
Hensley, Jared, I was asking you what is the best wireless? Best wireless is the one with a good cable.
Yeah, the one with the good cable. The wireless that I've always used as like my mainstay, like my main one, is the Shure GLXD blah blah blah. I forget the rest of the model number, but they just came up with a new one that's updated to 5.0 and all that. So that one's been really good. I know John Petrucci refused for decades to use a wireless because he's like, I could just tell, I can hear the difference, I can feel the difference. But Shure came out with one that he uses, and the one he uses is like mega expensive, but he uses a wireless now, and it's made by Shure. So that one's even more expensive. It's a rack mount unit, and it's like crazy good, I guess. But the GLX-D whatever thingy, it's the foot, it's a stomp. It's got a tuner on it. I love that one because I can use the tuner. It's right there. I use the tuner all the time, and it's just such a great wireless. So if you're looking for something that's really rugged and top-notch, I mean, I would get that for sure. But the ones I'm using tonight and the Locatos, I mean, they're great for just practicing around the house. And, you know, I got my Spark amp upstairs. I'll bring it out on the porch or the garage or whatever and smoke cigars. And I love it. I love having the cheaper wireless out there and not worried about something happening to it. And they work very well, so they're just really handy. So I think it's good to have like budget gear for situations like that, and like higher end gear for like when it really matters, you know.
Let's see. I'm not sure if this comment is about the wireless. Mike GTR says hi-hat distorting clipping question mark.
Hi-hat distorting clipping.
Or was that maybe in the mix?
Maybe the mix. That's I don't know. That's an older mix, and when I get my album done, we're using all new drums and all new synths and everything. It's all going to be completely redone. So I'm just using these for my live streams and my videos for now. But when I get the album done, I'll have all new mixes for you guys, and we reprogrammed and rewrote the drums to a lot of these songs too, so it's going to actually sound a lot better. Yeah, the drums in Night Terrors, for instance, they're different under the solo. Because I wrote the solo over the basic drums that are there, but now that I got the solo written, because when we programmed the drums, I didn't have a solo at the time. I had to write it afterwards. But now that we have them, now we put the drums and accented the solo accordingly. So sounds better.
Chicago Todd says, I've actually heard that wireless is better than cable in terms of signal response. Is that true? With all cables, there is loss, but with wireless, my understanding is almost no loss. Is that right?
If you get a really super good one, it's possible, I guess, you know, because cable does lose strength as the longer it is. And John was using some long-ass cables, man, so he probably had 50-footers, you know, and his tech, you know, Maddie was always pulling it and stuff, and whenever John, he'd always have to manage his cable, so wherever John was, so John didn't have to manage it himself, because John's too busy playing, so Maddie had to make sure it was in, you know, the right place, and he's probably backstage and feeding and pulling back, and like, that's got to be a job, man, so the Maddie's probably like, thank God you got a wireless, dude, it's one less thing I got to worry about.
Enrique, digital effects recommendations for the ToneX. Would you use it for a professional record? Question mark.
Honestly, I would. I would easily record with this, and I would have no problem with it at all. You know, in fact, we got a couple songs left, and I might use this or the quad or both on these next songs that we're doing just for fun. We'll see, though. We'll see. We're using the amps for fun, but yeah, as far as digital effects go, HX Effects is great. I use the HX Stomp. I have both, but I just haven't pulled out my HX Effects in a while, and with the Stomp, it's just smaller, so I use that for now. But the HX Stomp will give you more foot switches to use, so that would probably come in handy too if you wanted. So that would be a good option.
Someone is tired.
Yeah,
Yes,
she gets the yawns all the time.
No, I'm hungry though. We haven't eaten.
Yeah, we haven't eaten since 2 o'clock, so yeah, we're both
hungry.
hungry.
Chicago Todd says, I have the X Vive and have used those for a bit. I thought they were great. Jarrod, if you love the Spark 40, you should look at the Spark Go. Great fun and no need to plug in.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Yeah, I love that Spark, man. That thing, I probably play that more than I play anything in this house because it's
Portable.
my practice thing. Yeah, it's portable. I can hook my iPad to it and play my mixes through it, play my metronome through it, everything. And it's just so easy and it sounds great, feels good. I mean, it's just awesome. And I play through that hours, a day when I get a chance, and I love that thing. It goes everywhere with me.
Todd, so was the quad CORTEX used the most on the new album?
No, actually, we used real amps on every song. And I have a list of which amps that we use. So when you buy the album, all of that information will come with it. And not only will you get that information, but you will also get backing tracks for you to jam along with and write your own solos as well. So you're going to have two versions of the album, the full version and then a version where we remove the solos and you can write your own solos to it and play your own solos. So,
Monkey Wrench, what's making all the drumming in the background? I need something to keep time to write. What's your line of all your background equipment?
Well, it's just basically it's an app on my iPad, and it's called Trax, TRAXX, I believe, and it's just my studio mixes without the guitar on them, so I can just play along with them. Yeah, they're just all by themselves, like out of nowhere. Here it is right here. I'm playing it. So that's basically it, and I play guitar over top of it live. So that's what I use. So we already programmed the drums and recorded the bass and all that in there, and mixed it.
CS says, I love my Spark more than any of my gear as well. It's crazy.
I don't know. It's weird. It's just a stupid little practice amp. But I'll tell you what, man, my life would suck without it because I use it every day. I use it every freaking day. It's my favorite thing to do. I get up in the morning, I make a cup of coffee, and I drink the coffee and play my riffs, play my mixes, play my stupid arpeggios, that I need to practice every day along with the metronome. And it's one of my favorite things to do every morning. I love it.
He said he meant to say love and use more than any of his gear. Yeah. Enrique, would you recommend maybe something like Bias FX or Guitar Rig 5 for the effects in ToneX? Would love to hear comparisons with those in ToneX, Quad Core, etc. By the way.
Good question. I haven't used either one of those, so I really couldn't speak on that. So I'm sorry. So if you're talking about computer type effects, I'm kind of. Yeah, I don't know much about those because I don't play on my computer. So I'm sorry. I wish I had a better answer for you. I just don't play on my computer, so I don't know anything about what's available out there.
Chicago Todd says, awesome. Looking forward to that new album and even more so for the videos. I mentioned this before, but I'm a huge fan of your previous videos. You set the bar really high with those.
Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
We spent a lot of time producing those, coming up with the storylines.
Her and I always had a lot of fun doing that, and we actually collaborated. Yeah, exactly. We actually collaborated a big time on Night Terrors, and she had a big part in it. And honestly, if it wasn't for her, I think Night Terrors would have been pretty boring. So she had a big part in it, and we've been sitting on that since November. So trust me, when I say I can't wait to release these videos, I mean it.
Are you going to release that one first?
Yes. I'm going to kick off the album with that.
Are you kidding me?
It is what it is, man. It's I mean, everyone's busy. I get it, but it's just the way it is for right now.
Let's see. Klaus, Jarrod, what's your power management setup like coming into house to equipment?
Coming into house to equipment.
Coming into house to equipment.
Power management? Power management.
Maybe does he live in a place where he has to manage power?
Yeah, sorry, I just need a little more clarification so I can answer your question properly. I apologize. I just want to make sure I give you the correct answer.
Monkey Wrench, so a drum machine would be useless?
I mean, probably. I would program the drums and have something good,
Christopher, honestly, I love my practice amps, and they are just Yamaha THRs. I would not leave the house if I had the Spark. You've got all the food and the Spark. No need to go out.
Dude, the Spark, when I first got it, I was like, oh, okay, I'll buy this little rinky-dink Spark thing and see what it's all about. And within like 10 minutes, I had this awesome tone in it. And I'm like, okay, so let me add a pedal, add some delay, add this, add that, make some presets. Within a half an hour, I'm like, holy crap, this thing's awesome. And then I hooked the app up to the iPad and started playing my backing tracks through it and playing along with them. I'm like, dude, this thing is incredible to play with and just to practice to. And I love it. I think it's the absolute best practice tool out there for a guitar player. I think if you're a guitar player, you should absolutely own a Spark. You really should. It's the best practice tool out there. And the fact that in the app you get the metronome, it really helps, because that's one thing that a lot of other products out there don't have. They don't have a freaking metronome. It's like, dude, put a metronome in there. It's one of the most important practice utilities that we can use as guitar players, and now it's in there. And I'll tell you what, man, that metronome has sharpened me up like crazy. It's
Remember
made me
when
so
you
much
were
better.
against metronomes?
I hated them. Now I like it. And you have to get over that initial couple of hours of playing through one, because it's ugly. I mean, you're like, wow, I suck. But slow it down and just work your way up, and you'll clean up your playing and become much better in no time.
Let's see. Chicago Todd says, by the way, that Spark Go gets double duty as a Bluetooth speaker when the wife and I hit the patio at the end of the night for a glass of wine or 2 or 3.
No, nice, man. The music does sound good through them. They're really nice sounding.
Klaus says voltage regulation, filtering, protecting equipment.
Oh, so I have, what do I have here? What is this thing? I always forget the name of it. It's the Furman. I got the Furman. It's the P, what is it? 1800? Yeah, it's the Furman P1800. And I know. It's the Furman P1800 AR. That's what I use for power management, and it does a great job. I've had no issues. No issues.
Lord have mercy.
She's starving.
I don't even feel tired. I just...
Yeah, just getting hangry.
Getting hangry, apparently. I need energy.
Well, it's 8:59 anyway, so...
Yeah. You guys, go to bed. Tomorrow is Monday. We've got work to do.
The mom's coming out now.
Go to bed. Get your pills and your water and brush your teeth and go to bed. See you next week.
All right, guys. Well, thanks so much for hanging out with us. Really appreciate it. And thank you so much for everyone who's bought the preset packs and everything. Seriously, guys, it means the world to me. It really does help a lot. I've been doing this channel for a while, and you know, any kind of help I can get to help me, you know, fund the stuff for this channel, I appreciate it.
I knew you were a drummer. Thunderfoot Power said, I'm a drummer that plays guitar. I have a metronome in my head.
There you go.
I knew
he was
a drummer.
Thunderfoot, that's a drummer thing, yep.
Well, it's been a good show.
Yeah, it's been fun. Well, again, guys, thank you so much for hanging out. Appreciate it. And I got some more videos coming up, and I got some time this week because my business is slow as hell right now. So
then maybe if you're local and need your house washed.
Yeah, give me a call. Otherwise, I'll be down here making videos and more presets for you guys. All right, well, it's fun hanging out with you guys, and I'll have some new videos up very soon, and I got to feed her before she eats everything in the house. God bless you guys. Thank you so much. And like I always say, every day is a gift.
Thanks for spending part of your gift with us. We'll see you next week.
You got it. Take care, guys. Love you all. We'll see you all.